Hi, my dear students. Do you remember when I asked you to think of a situation from your life and write it in a story problem? Lots of the situations you will think about are almost like story problems that need more than one step to be solved. Then you will need to think if you should add or subtract. هنفكر هنعمل addition ولا subtraction, and how we can be sure that the product is correct. Hello everyone, I am Miss Sarah. Today we will learn how to deal with multi-step story problems. We will do this in lesson 7, unit 2. We will explain how to solve multi-step story problems using addition and subtraction. So get your books, نجهز البوكس بتاعتنا والpens بتاعتنا. Are you ready? Let's start. To be able to understand how to solve multi-step story problems, you need to understand first the question in these problems and what you should think about to solve them. So please open your books and go to Access page 93. Let's see. Here's page 93 as you see here. Look, I have two problems, 1 and 2. عايزاكم تفكروا دلوقتي what operation you need to use to solve these problems. هنستخدم ايه عشان نحل المسألتين دول. I'll give you a minute to think about the answer. And when we are back, I'll show you what students have done. I asked my students, سألت students بتوعي في الكلاس to solve these two problems. يحلوا ال two problems دول. حازم قال لي إيه؟ He said that in the last lesson we read the problem, extracted the information, بنطلع ال information and the question, organized the information in a bar model. بنحط ال information بتاعتنا in a bar model. Then we wrote equation, بنكتب equation to help us find the solution. The sequence حازم have noticed here has helped him sequence الحازم لاحظوا ساعدوا قوي to find the pattern or the steps needed to solve the story problem. This is one of the mathematicians' characteristics as they notice the repeated sequence or pattern and use it in solving similar problems. Now let's use the pattern our friend Hazim has noticed to solve the story problems we have here. First here let's read the two problems ونطلع information from them. Problem number 1. Here Omar found a website created to study ant colonies. He saw that there were 1,025 ants. Yes, like you see here. 1,025 ants in colony A on Wednesday. On Friday, 101 ants leave the colony. How many ants are left in colony A? هو عايز يعرف ايه؟ عايز يعرف how many ants left in colony A. Okay, يبقى زي ما احنا شايفين here I have 1,025 ants in colony A on Wednesday. On Friday, 101 ants leave the colony. So I will circle the two numbers I have. يبقى 1,025 and 101. Okay, then we will underline the question. Where's the question? How many ants are left in colony A? Then we have extracted the information. أنا كده طلعت ال information بتاعتي. The total number of ants for colony A is what? Yes, 1,025. The second number, as you see here, 101. This is the number of the ants left the colony. طيب إيه ال unknown part بتاعي? Is the number of ants left. ده اللي أنا عايزة أجيبه. Let's complete the bar model. Here the whole number is, yes, here's the bar model, like this. Here I will write the whole number here. What is the whole number? Yes, 1,025. Here I have two numbers, the known part which is 101 and the unknown part اللي هسميه عندي x. Okay? طيب what operation do we need to use to solve this problem? The equation we will form will have the numbers on one side will unknown part on the other side. يعني عندي two sides. side فيه ال unknown part بتاعي والside فيه ال numbers بتوعي. طيب هكتب ال equation بتاعتي ازاي؟ Yes, I will write x equals 1,025 minus ال known part بتاعي اللي هو 101. Okay? طيب Who can tell me 1,025 minus 101? Yes, We calculate this mentally. هعمل 1000 minus 100 gives me 900. Then I will subtract 1 from 25, so the result will be 24, and this is my answer. So x equals 24. So the number of ants left is what? 924. 924, as you see here. Now for problem 2, I asked the students, سألت الستودنتس بتوعي تاني في الكلاس to solve it on their own way while walking around to check their working. وانا ببص كده هم عملوا ايه، لاحظت ان في girl اسمها سلمى reading the problem، كانت بتقرا البروبلم بتاعتها. She circled the number. She circled the number. Where's the number? Yes, she circled this number, 1555. Then underline the question. Then she underlined the question. في الquestion بتاعي how many more ants. طيب, let's read first the question or problem number 2. Here in this problem, Mariam found the same website, and saw that there were 1555 ants in colony B. How many more ants are in colony B than in colony A? طيب, يبقى مريم عملت ايه؟ She circled the number, then she underlined the question. To calculate how many more ants there in colony B than in colony A. She realized that colony B would be the whole, like you see here, يبقى colony B is the whole number, which is 1555. Yes, and colony A would be the known part. Then she said, I know the number of ants in colony B, but I don't know the number of ants in colony A. I asked her, سألتها, do you mean there is not enough information? يعني انت في information ناقصة in this problem? I asked the whole class the same question. سألت الكلاس كله نفس السؤال to discuss the answer together. The student said, كان رد الستودنت ايه؟ That this information about the number of ants in colony A was not found in problem 2. بيقولوا لي ميس احنا مش لاقيين ants in colony A. But it was the answer to problem 1. فاكرين احنا الانسر ده عملناه في problem 1. Yes, but it was the answer in problem 1 and they could use it. واحنا هنستخدمه في problem 2. I think this situation can guide your thinking. Now you know that the whole number is 1555 as I wrote it here. Will known part what? Yes, the known part now زي ما عملنا في problem 1 is 924, right? So which is the answer from problem 1? اللي هي 924 الانسر اللي احنا جبناه من problem 1. We need to calculate the unknown part which is x. يبقى أنا عندي الهول number اللي هو 1555، عندي النمبر النون بتاعي اللي هو 924 اللي كنت جايباه من problem 1 and I want to know the unknown number. So the equation will be what? Yes, the equation will be x equals الx اللي هو unknown equals the whole number 1555 minus the known number اللي هو 924. So the difference is, yes, هنعمله minus هنلاقي إن الانسر equals 631. As you have just seen, some story problems are two-story problems. في بقى two-story problems put together مع بعض and we call it multi-step story problem because we need to answer more than one question. multi-step story problem دي بيبقى فيها أكتر من question واحد, just like what we have done now. The first question is about number of ants in colony A. The second question is about how many more ants are in colony B than colony A. Now, do you think we can answer the second question without answering the first? ينفع أجاوب ال second question قبل ما أجاوب ال first one? No, I think what happened with Salma explained to you that we need first to answer the first question to be able to answer the second. لازم أجاوب الأول السؤال الأول عشان أعرف أجاوب ال second question. We call the first question the hidden question. Most multi-step story problems have a hidden question. So the problem cannot be solved without answering this question. And that's why we need to identify it first. Let's apply what we have. تعالوا بقى نطبق اللي احنا عرفناه in the problems in build page 94. Here's page 94. As you see here, we have two problems to combine to be one story problem and determine the hidden question. هنحدد ال hidden question to have a multi-step story problem. The problem says what? Yes, as you see here, the problem says that on Monday, 1,725 ants joined a colony that already had 22,750 ants. Okay, here are the numbers I'm talking about. Then another 6,075 ants joined. This is the number I'm talking about. So, how many ants were in the larger colony on Monday? How many ants were in the larger colony on Monday? Omar checked the website on Friday and learned that there were now 50,750 ants in this colony. This is the number I'm talking about. So, how many ants joined the colony since Monday? كم ants joined the colony since Monday? Now, if I don't answer this question, we won't be able to solve the problem. لازم أحل الكويشن ده الأول. So, this is the hidden question. هو ده hidden question اللي بقول لكم عليه. That we can remove from the problem and nothing will change. Let's answer the problem now. Here the number of ants inside the colony on Monday. Yes, هعمل إيه؟ هعمل addition ل 3 numbers. هعمل addition ل 3 numbers. يعني 1,725 plus 22,750 plus 6,075. If I add those 3 numbers, the answer will be, yes, 30,550 as you see here. And you should put the commas, okay? طيب, the second step is what? يبقى this is the first step. What about the second step? Is to calculate the number of ants left. عايز أعرف بقى number of ants left equals what? How many ants joined the colony till Friday after the number of ants there become what? Yes, 50,750. To answer this, we will use subtraction. طيب هعمل إيه minus A? Yes, the biggest number اللي هو 50,750 minus what? Who can tell me? Yes, of course, minus the answer, minus 30,550. Can you subtract these two numbers? Right, the answer will be 20,200. Now, on page 95 in your books, you will find the steps to solve multi-step story problems. في steps معينة بنعملها. As we need a story problem, we need to highlight the important parts. To do this, you should, yes, look here, you should circle important numbers and labels. لازم أعمل circle على النمبرز اللي عندي. Then, underline questions. هعمل underline على الquestions بتاعتي. Draw a box. هنرسم box كده around operation clues. يعني إيه؟ Like the words اللي هي بتدل إن أنا هعمل addition or subtraction or like the hidden question as we did today. But this is the third step. Then, the fourth one, examine the information. هسأل نفسي بقى, what is the known number, what is the unknown number, and what is the hidden question. Okay, كل الحاجات دي لازم أعملها. These are the steps. Number 5, we want to use what is known to answer the hidden question. هستخدم النون number بتاعي عشان أحل hidden question بتاعي. Number 6, use the new information to solve the problem and find the unknown. Now, let's see in problem number 1. The number steps written there in the right order. Now, while reading, you need to circle the numbers. وإحنا بنقرأ كده البروبلم لازم نعمل circle على numbers. Let's solve problem number 1. As you can see, now Ahmed had a pie with 340 calories for breakfast. زي ما احنا متفقين, I will circle the number 340. We will circle 340. Then Ahmed had a glass of milk, an apple, and a chicken sandwich for lunch. The milk had 190 calories. So I will circle the number زي ما احنا متفقين. The apple had what? 85 calories. So circle this number. The chicken sandwich had 255 calories. Of course, I will circle the number. اتفقنا أي number هلاقيه هعمل عليه circle على طول. If the average adult can eat 2000. المفروض الادلت ياخد 2000 calories per day. كل day ياخد 2000 calories. So I will circle the number. How many more calories can Ahmed eat today? Here we will underline the question. How many more calories can Ahmed eat today? Yes. Also, we will draw a box around how many more calories. How many more calories? Draw a box with me like this. طيب. And that is the number of calories in each type of food. And the number of calories Ahmed should eat. خلاص. The unknown is what? The total number of calories Ahmed ate and the number of calories he should eat that day. Then we will use the information we have to answer the hidden question. هستخدم كل المعلومات اللي عندي. So we will add. هنعمل ايه؟ Yes. هعمل addition لكل الكالوريز اللي أحمد خدها to get the number of calories أحمد ate. يبقى the sum of these calories. تعالوا كده نعمل. يبقى أنا هعمل ايه؟ 340 plus 190 plus 85. The sum of these calories is yes 870 calories. يبقى أحمد دلوقتي أخد 870 calories. Now we will use this information to calculate the number of calories Ahmed should eat to reach 2000 calories. أحمد عشان يوصل ل 2000 calories هعمل إيه؟ Yes هعمل دلوقتي subtraction. هعمل البيج number اللي هو 2000 minus 870. Who can tell me the answer is? Write 1000 and 130. Excellent. So now we could put the steps in the right order. As we have noticed, this was done by my logic because this is the normal sequence. ده الترتيب الطبيعي we should follow when solving the story problems. Drawing boxes around operation clues is only a step of many steps we should follow to solve the problems. Now you can solve multi-step problems using the same strategy. I will give you a minute to solve problem number 2 using the same steps. When we are back, we can compare your answers. Now, let's check your answers to problem 2. Here is problem number 2, as you see here. What is known exactly? It is the number of ants in the website hopes to reach. Okay, here the ant colony website hopes that a new colony with up to 173,500 will form. If a colony of 27,385 ants and a colony of 52,890 ants join the new colony, how many more ants can join? So, what is the unknown? It is the number of ants the website hopes to join the new colony. What do you think is the hidden question? فين ال hidden question? Yes, right. How many ants join the new colony? To answer this question, we need to add the two numbers of ants in the two colonies that joined the new colony. يبقى هعمل addition للتو numbers اللي عندي اللي هم ايه؟ Right. اللي هم 27,385 plus what? Yes, plus 52,890. So, who can tell me the answer? Right, the answer is 80,275 as you did. Now, the last step, second step to do what? Is to subtract the sum we have from 173,500. ليه؟ عشان نجيب النمبر بتاع الants the website hopes to join the new colony. The answer is that I will subtract 80,275 from the biggest number. يبقى هعمل ايه؟ هعمل 173,500 minus 80,275. The final answer will be 93,225. Now let's move to problem number 3. Here's problem number 3. As you see here, this is my problem. What is the hidden question? How many visitors came in the 3 months? Let's read it all together. The Great Pyramid had 59,000 visitors in January. 27,525 visitors in February. يبقى January, I have this number. February, I have this number. And 32,975 visitors in March. يبقى first number كان في January. Second number, February. Third number is in March. They expect to have 150,000 visitors by the end of April. طيب, the question is, how many visitors need to show up in April to reach this count? هعمل إيه؟ Yes, now we will calculate the sum to use in solving the problem. We will use addition to identify the number of visitors in the 3 months اللي أنا قلت عليهم January, February and March. هعمل addition. هعمل إيه؟ 59,000 plus 27,525 plus 32,975. Who can tell me the answer? Right, the answer will be 119,500. Then we will use the subtraction. يبقى second step هعمل إيه؟ هعمل subtraction عشان أحدد the number of visitors left. هعمل مين minus مين؟ Yes, the biggest number اللي هو 150,000 minus 119,500. نعرف نعمل subtraction these two numbers. Right, the answer will be 30,500. Now, let's move to problem number 4. Here is problem number 4 as you see it. The question is how many more people do مطروح and South Sina. طيب, تعالوا, before doing this, let's read the question first. Here, New Valley has a population of 256,088. If Matruh has a population of 429,999 and South Sina has population of 108,951. يبقى Matruh, this is the population of Matruh and this is the population of South Sina. What is the question? How many more people do Matruh and South Sina have combined than New Valley? هعمل إيه؟ So I need to answer the hidden question first. أول حاجة هجاوب ال hidden question. We will use addition to find the total number of people in مطروح و South Sina. يبقى هعمل these two numbers plus each other. مطروح is 429,999 plus what? Plus the population in South Sina, which is 108,951. Who can tell me the answer will be what? Yes, of course, the answer will be 538,950. Now we will use subtraction to answer the question, how many more people? Let's see. طيب, هعمل what minus what? Yes, the big number هو 838,000 as you see here. 838,950. الانسر بتاعي minus what? Minus the New Valley population اللي هو 256,088. Okay, then the answer will be 282,862. This is my answer. Now, let's move to connect page 98 in your book. Here's page 98. If you need to teach your friend how to solve a multi-step problem, what should you say? هتقول له إيه? What advice can you give him to and what strategy should he follow? I just want you to emphasize that identifying words like difference or sum won't always take us to the correct outcome. مش هعتمد إن في difference أو sum. There are lots of advice we can say related to what we have learned today and the steps of solving multi-step story problems. Please summarize this in your words and write it in your books. This will be a good reference for you and your friends. Now open your book to page 98 and 99 and let's practice. My advice is to read the problems carefully and follow the steps. لازم نعمل steps we discussed earlier. Let's see in problem number 1. Problem number 1, we will use addition to answer the hidden question. Let's read it first. Here the Nile River is approximately 6,650 kilometers long. Karim and his family traveled the Nile River from one end to the other end. If they travel 1,075 kilometers in January, then 1,120 kilometers in February, and then 1,325 kilometers in March. السؤال بتاعي إيه؟ How many more kilometers do they still need to travel to reach the other end? Then what should I do? Yes, I will add the 3 numbers together. اللي هما number kilometers in January, February, and March. So I will make or add 1,075 plus 1,120 plus 1,325. So my answer is, yes, my answer is 3,520, as you see here. Then we will use the subtraction. يبقى أول حاجة عملناها I add the 3 numbers. Then I will use the subtraction to calculate the kilometers left that they should travel. هعمل إيه؟ Yes, I will subtract 3,520 from 6,650. يبقى هعمل the biggest number first, 6,650 minus 3,520. And my answer will be 3,130. Okay, now if you need more practice, you can go to check your understanding using the quick code at the beginning of the lesson, or the one shown here on the screen. Thus, we have finished Concept 2 in Unit 2. In this unit, we have learned about the properties of addition, new strategies for addition and subtraction, and solving multi-step story problems. I am sure you all have practiced very well during all the lessons, and I want you to use the digital copy of your math book and evaluate your knowledge of the whole concept. Please always revise what you have learned. See you next time with the first lesson in Unit 3, Concepts of Measurement, and thank you so much.